All right. There's two different ways of solving this problem, essentially. So what we have here is the pH is equal to 4.25. And there's two ways to calculate hydroxide. One is to use this relationship, okay? And so the pOH is equal to 14 minus pH. And we can plug that in here, 14 minus 4.25, and we get a value of 9.75. Now here you would take the antilog. Now remember, pH is equal to OH is equal to minus log of the hydroxide ion concentration. So the concentration of OH minus, when you solve for it here using algebra, is going to be equal to 10 to the negative pOH. And so we could do 10 to the negative 9.75 to get the concentration of hydroxide. So the way I do this on my calculator is I enter 9.75. I hit the plus minus key. So I have negative 9.75 here in the display. And I hit shift log, which will take the anti-log of that. And what I get here on my calculator is 1.778, which rounds to 1.8 times 10 to the minus 10. All right. Most people do that way. Now, if you want to use the other way, this is how you would do it. So this is method 1 here in green, and we'll do method 2 in orange. Okay? Method 2 in orange. So we know that the pH is equal to 4.25. Now the pH is normally going to be equal to minus log of the H plus concentration. Okay, and if you solve for H plus, right, it's going to be the anti-log, or 10 to the minus pH. So let's go ahead and do that now. 10 to the negative 4.25 is going to be equal to the hydrogen ion concentration. So to do this on your calculator, I enter 4.25 and hit the plus minus key. So basically I have negative 4.25 on the display of my calculator. And then I hit shift log, which takes the anti-log of that. Okay? And I get 5.6 times 10 to the minus 5. And you can see where this wrong choice comes in. This is not hydroxide. We want hydroxide. Okay? Now step 2 is to recognize and use the Kw. The concentrations of these two guys here is going to be equal to Kw. And we can solve for a hydroxide as so. All right? And then the Kw is a constant that's given to you on all exams and in the appendix. It's 10 to the minus 14. And you want to divide by the concentration of hydrogen ions. Okay, let me do that on my calculator. 1 exponent 14 minus divided by 5.6 exponent negative 5. And I get 1.8 times 10 to the minus 10. Okay, so you're going to need to memorize this equation. You're going to need to memorize the pH and the anti-log. And another equation you'll need to memorize is this one here. pH and anti-logs, right, are both things that you need to memorize. So in boxes are the things you should kind of commit to memory. If you use them enough, you just kind of get naturally accustomed to them and their forms.